chances are if you are seeing this, you are in the process of making invitations. And the main reason you are making these on your own is to cut costs. But all while doing that, we want to make sure these look professional at the same time. And a great way to help achieve that is by making envelope liners. So no matter what size or shape your envelope is, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I achieve this perfect look every single time. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get out your envelope, open it up flat, and measure it. Notice when I go from top to bottom, I am measuring right under where the adhesive starts. Comes to envelope liners, you want the adhesive to be sticking out on the flap of your envelope. And then really quickly, I'm going to measure the width of this as well. Now, when you know the size of your envelope, both length and width, I want you to take a picture that looks just like this. Get your envelope as flat as possible. If it is popping up, bend the flap backwards and forwards. That usually helps it lay flat. Also, make sure the contrast is good as far as making the background a different color than the envelope. Then I want you to go ahead and send this to wherever you're working in Design Space. When you have the program open, you want to go ahead to the left side where the toolbar is and hit upload. When you have this window, just locate that file where the image is, drag it in, or upload it from your file browser, and then it should pop up and give you a nice preview of it. Once you have that, continue on, and then you are going to be brought to this window. Now, this is where you need to get rid of that background. I honestly do not pay for the Cricut access or whatever the upgrade is in here, so I'm going to go under manual and I'm going to click the select button. As you saw, I just selected where my table was that the envelope was laying on, and then it was able to load and remove the background. So if you tried doing this and it is not coming out as clean as mine, you need to go back and you need to play with the image a little bit and up your contrast. Do not worry what it makes your envelope look like. It's going to be turned into a silhouette, so we don't need to worry too much about what it's looking like. Once you have your image in the spot though, hit apply and continue, and then we are going to select convert upload to, and we want single layer. As I told you guys before, we want that silhouette looking image. We do not want any finer details with this. Now when we're brought back to our canvas, our image is going to come in way too large. In the top toolbar, find where size is, and I only want you to type in what the height of your envelope is. Make sure that lock icon that's right next to it is locked, and then see what your width is coming out to be. If it is showing up slightly smaller than what your measurement was, you are in perfect shape, because you again do not want this to fill out the entire envelope. You need it to leave a little border so your adhesive is completely sticking out. If you notice in the beginning when I did my measurements, mine was 7 1/4 and it's coming out to be 7, so that is absolutely perfect. Now if you want a solid color for your envelope liner, all you have to do is click this shape and change it in the top toolbar. But if you were hoping to create a fun pattern like I did and you did not pay for any Design Space upgrades, I would suggest going over to Canva. When you create a new design in Canva, it does not matter what size the shape is, just make sure it is a rectangle. And when you go in their Elements tab and you find a fun pattern, I definitely suggest making sure it's one that matches up, so then it looks absolutely seamless. And as you see, I am just scaling it down, matching it up, duplicating it, and filling out the entire rectangle. When you have your full pattern done, make sure you save this out as a PNG. Then we're gonna head back over to Design Space, locate our file, and upload the image in just like we did last time. This time we are not removing any background, so we can proceed on from this step. And because we want the details of this image, we want to make sure this is a flat graphic. When you're back in your Design Space canvas, you want to kind of scale it down to how you see your pattern fitting on this envelope liner. I envisioned more of a smaller detail, so I am just scaling it down, and when I'm happy with how it looks, I am going to put it on top of my silhouette. Make sure none of your envelope liner image is sticking out for this step, because now we want to select both by clicking and dragging so both the layers on the right side are highlighted, and you're going to come down to the bottom, click slice. Immediately after clicking that, you're going to notice in the right side where the layers tab is that more layers appear. Even though you didn't actually see anything happen in the canvas, it did exactly what we needed it to. So now what I want you to do is click on your canvas and start dragging these layers apart. As you can see immediately from the first layer I pulled out, it is exactly the one I want to keep. The original silhouette shape that we had from the beginning, I like to just hide that layer and keep it around just in case I don't end up liking this after I make it. But the remainder of the pattern that is just the outline, I ended up just deleting that layer. Then you can proceed on to make and actually making your envelope liner, which is the absolute fun part of all of this. When it comes to sending this to print, I always recommend with these adding a bleed and then turning on your system dialog and playing with the finer printer details. Highly recommend when it comes to your printer settings to change quality and media to best. And because I'm leaving this on standard printer paper, I am not changing anything about the paper settings. And then go ahead and send this off to print. When it comes to what to print on for envelope liners, the thinner the paper, the better. I personally like regular printer paper, but also vellum works as well. When I go to select my Cricut material before sending it to cut, I usually put it on vellum for either type of paper. When you add your liner into your envelope, put it in the correct position you want it at, the envelope flap with the liner in it, and then only open the flap part and keep the envelope liner bent. I love using this Scotch wrinkle-free glue stick to adhere this all down, and then I give it a good extra push with my brayer. And then you should be all set with your custom envelope liner, which will fit perfectly. Make sure you give this a try next time you're making your invitations.